In 1970, in Oahu, up at the rustic retreat on the mountain next to Fort Shafter, with a handsome young army man named Patrick with reddish-brown hair, and a Korean-American young woman named Cho with round eyes. The motorcycle churns the dirt of the trail, its first gear pulling us up and up through twists and turns, over roots and rocks, towards the camp retreat. In late afternoon, raising up the sun a bit, or sometimes even at night, raising up the stars, with our water and goods in the saddlebags. Here the tent and cabin, the soft moving airs and the lightness of being, then later on the soft pillows of sleep into the dawn below the shooting stars. Existence ever trumps essence. Here today, gone to Maui. Twilight, dawn, or dusk are the still points of the noise, the day-night neither here nor there, but in equipoise. As the motorcycle races down the Bali highway at 90 miles per hour, the ultimate symphony begins to play. As emotions in the state of being, misadventure rides on the back. We then crossed the deep blue ocean aboard the ferry to Maui. We had come upon the pot plantation on Maui, whose owners I had known from a previous excursion. Jake and Jill resided on the hazy boundary of legal and not, but we would keep their secret. We next took a ferry to Kauai, a rare destination. It's a quiet island, one good for honeymooners and sightseeing, containing the legendary Bali High and the Waimea Canyon, which is lined by a cliff road that was not much of a road at all, and there was no fence or railing. We were tucked against the Nepali cliffs in this Haina State Park. Haina is usually translated as red hot. When the sun is down on the right side of the Nepali cliffs, the scene turns to a deep and perfect red. And this is where many couples have envisioned a beach wedding. The 230-acre park is situated at the terminus of the North Shore Drive and is host to Lumahai Beach, Haina Beach, Ke'i Beach, and a spectacular 1,280 feet cliff named Bali High. The cliff and these beaches have also been the locations for several well-known songs and movies, as in the film almost titled Bali High, set in the South Pacific and then given that name. One mile to the east is Lumahai Beach, which is actually 3 beaches in various degrees of connectedness depending on how the sand builds up. It is visually stunning with black lava cliffs, white sand, blue ocean, and green jungle. It's always great for running on the soft sand. then swimming in the fresh water of the mouth of Lumahai River, and playing in the waves where the river meets the ocean. When I was 7 years old, my mother had taken me to see the movie South Pacific, and somehow that had steered me to Hawaii, and now here I was, at Bali High. It had glued onto me across the years. On our way back inland, amid the endless sugarcane fields, we came upon yet another tin shack, among so many, but this time we stopped and gave them some goodies, and talked and stayed into the night with this Filipino couple. They knew the names of the stars and that therein hydrogen was being converted to helium, and that was why the stars shone. In the quiet of the night, we could hear the waterfalls rushing, way off in the distance. On the ferry ride back from Kauai to Honolulu, we could still smell the scents of jasmine and many other flowers in the midst of the open sea. And it was in these types of moments of bodily sensation that we felt most alive. And so we knew, like Walt Whitman, that a life of only the mind would never do, as emotions and feeling arose so much from that which the body does.